So we're back out fishing. It's a Saturday morning, woke up, did a full English breakfast for me and all the family, sat down in the room with our lass, and what we're doing today, she was planning on binge watching some Netflix show, and I was like, yeah, I'll go fishing then. It's sunny as well, the weather's pretty good. It was really cold through the night, but today that sun is absolutely blazing. We're back out on the new lake, and I am back in the roadside swim. The swim I fished last session, so finding the spots was easy because I did all the exploratory work last time with the Cutter Probe lead and the Fox grappling lead, and I knew my spots. So basically I tend to print out a contour map or take a screenshot of every lake I fish or where I'm campaigning on, take a screenshot of like Google Earth for the map, and then sort of mark down the spots everywhere I catch fish. I mark that down actually on the map, to the wraps, to the spot, from where I was stood, from where I was casting, how many wraps it was, and tends to make things a lot easier going forward because, like I say, I've rocked up in this swim. I knew the spots. I've wrapped 3 rods, all 2 spots we was fishing last time, 2 on my spots and 1 on the spot that I put Benson on. So it was just a case of wrap them up on the distance sticks, cast them out, make sure you get a nice drop, and we're fishing. This time of year I'm not so worried about the weeds. There's going to be nothing springing up, no fresh weeds, so I know them spots are clean. It was literally 7 days ago, no, 6 days ago I was last here, and yeah, I know them spots are good. So yeah, it's looking absolutely lovely out there. We've got 2 on Ronnie's, 1 on a 12mm, it's a white Trent Baits, 1 on a Saz pop-up, that's a pop-up, 2 on Ronnie's, on a Trent's Bait, what is it, Active Nut, white one, that's it. And the 3rd rod is on the solid bag on a pink mainline peach and pepper. Really like, my favourite colours this time of year, so you know, when it starts to get colder, I love the pinks, the yellows, the whites. Plus, you can't go wrong with Trent Bait Saz either. That's a quality bait. But yeah, look at it out there. It looks lovely. So pleased I've got this swim as well. I just thought, quick saw coming out for about 30 hours. It would be nice if we could drop in that same swim and sort of fish them same spots as last time. But say this week has been proper cold, and we've had a lot of rain as well. So what that'll do to the fishing, I don't know, but yeah, it's looking good, and you've got to be in it to win it, haven't you? So what I'll do, I'll spin that camera around and I'll show you where I've got them rods. So the one on the single sticks on its own is just over to them bushes over there, about 12 wraps. Middle one straight across to those bushes there, that's also at 12. And the left rod, where are you, that island there, I've just cast towards that, that's at 15. So yeah, there we are, we're fishing, and it's certainly a lovely day when you're out that wind, that's for sure. Feels tropical in the front of this bivvy, but it's only like this till tea time, then it's going to plummet, and Sunday we've got another batch of rain coming through, and yeah, no doubt it's going to be a wet pickup, but pack up, but who cares? We're out fishing. We're doing a last minute one. It was yeah, certainly when I decided to go, I was in the van within an hour. I last made us a few sarnies and stuck a few bits and bobs, some curry and that in me food bag, and just hit the road. So I like to, when I get home from fishing, get everything charged up, get everything cleaned up, everything put away. Then if sort of things change at work and I get the opportunity to just go at the drop of an hat, I'm ready and I can be in that van pretty damn quick and on the road to a lake. But look at it out there. Certainly looking beautiful. I think last time, what we're at now, it's still, where are we? Like 11. I think last time them bites came in the, like I had a 2-hour window where I caught 3 fish, and I think, did it start about, yeah, it was 2 o'clock the first one, half an hour later the next one, then yeah, another hour after that, hour and a half after that, fish number 3. So yeah, mental. A 3-hour window and they just switched on. So, you know, I do think, for me, and this is only my opinion, that when it starts to get really, really cold and we'll go into autumn, winter, for me, all my bites tend to come middle of the afternoon when the sun's at its highest, when the lake water's clearly at its warmest, and that's when I seem to catch all the time. But that's just my opinion. Other people sort of say, oh yeah, autumn, I get loads of night bites. Well, it doesn't tend to happen that much for me. Predominantly, it's afternoon bites. But anyway, right, I'm going to stop waffling on. I'm going to sit back, chill out, stick that kettle on, just watch the water. If I see anything to act on, I'll put a rod straight on it. But get back to you soon, hopefully with a fish. So, the baiting approach this session, it's going to be the same tactic as the last few trips. Little and often, with a catapult and with a throwing stick. Seemed to work really well for me just lately, so why change things if it isn't broken? It looks absolutely lovely out there as well. Got the temperature gauge in as well, just checking that. Now I do know, and I do realise that this temperature is only in the margins. And we're looking at 15, sort of 0.6, 0.7, it's flitting between. And I do realise out in them depths, where it's like 17 foot, it's going to be completely different out there, but it just gives me a rough sort of guide, and I do feel that them sort of temperatures, them fish are still having it and they'll still be up for a bit of bait. And yeah, it's going to certainly be interesting as we go into winter. I've got sort of one more trip planned on Birch this year, to 48 there, and then it's going to be the winter campaign on this new lake and Norton Disney. That's the plan, and hopefully we can have a good winter. I'm looking forward to one here. It doesn't get particularly busy, it's deep. It's probably as well, let's say it's 10 acres with 100 carp in here, and those deeper lakes, if you can find them, they can fish relatively well. So I've got to just sort of locate where that winter spot is, and for me, I feel it's going to be the part of the lake that sees the sun the most and is sheltered from the northerly winds. And yeah, and it's the deepest area as well. And you follow them 3 rules, you tend to sort of don't go far wrong. So I actually think it's going to be out here, but who knows until we get into the depths of winter and we catch some, if we catch any at all. But yeah, we'll see, we will see. And see what happens at Norton as well, because they've had bad problems with flooding over the years since it's been open, but they have put some drainage pipes in. They've been doing that for quite a long time this year, so who knows, the levels may be a bit better. I mean, all the swims have been completely flooded. It's been horrendous on there, but saying that, I think last year everywhere was, wasn't it? Last winter, Jesus, we had a ridiculous amount of rain, but yeah, fingers crossed that does not happen moving into this winter. But right, I'm going to stop banging on, sit back and enjoy this lovely bit of sunshine while it lasts. Happy days. There's a little tip that I like to do when I'm fishing PVA bags on deep lakes, or just to maximise the attraction. One thing, little bit of goo, not too much. Then get the CC Moore smoke trick, so oil, dunk that bag completely in it, and then this is in this bag here is the cell ground bait, and I just soak that in that. And I think that when you're fishing deep lakes, this is about 17 foot out there, that just prolongs the life of the PVA bag, plus adds loads of attraction, and that'll ensure that that rig will get to the bottom before the PVA bag starts to melt. I've done it quite a few times over the years and it does work well, and I mean, look at that. Looks absolutely awesome, that, and as that hits the water, them little bits of ground bait sort of pinging up through the water column, and I think it really does maximise the attraction of a PVA bag. So yeah, give that one a go. Certainly works for me at times, and yeah, let's see how we get on. Right, it's already wrapped up this rod, let's get it pinged out there, and fingers crossed it puts a carp on the bank and I can prove my tip actually works. Which it does, by the way. Right, let's get it out. So we've just had a liner on that middle rod on the solid bag rig. That's what happened last week, and about 20 minutes later off it ripped. Oh yeah, look at that, it's looking lovely out there. Just started filming as a plane's just going over. Never mind, but look at that, sun's blazing. Jumper's on though, it is a bit cold. It looks a lot nicer weather-wise than it actually is. It's alright if you get out that wind, but yeah, it's alright tucked in the bivvy. When that sun was blazing in earlier, it was absolutely glorious, but yeah, look at it out there. It looks good. And say liners on the rods. That's very promising. Fingers crossed we report back soon with a fish, but yeah, super confident now. Hopefully it happens soon. Absolutely wounded. Right hand rod to that little island there. Yeah, one bleep, looked at it, rod tips bent like that, started taking line, hit into it, walk back nice and tight, must have got it 30 yards this way, hit a bit of a weed bed, pulled really tight, let it go a bit, back again, back to the weed bed, and then everything went slack. Wounded. Yeah, hook still sharp, got everything back, a lead was ejected. What can I say? Yeah, wounded. It's tea time. I've wrapped the rod back up, flicked it back out there, throwing stick, a few baits round it. Now that wind's picked up, it was a bit harder to get them out there accurately, I'll say, but yeah, I'm gutted. I am gutted. But yeah, that was on the little white active nut, Trent baits. But yeah, it happens. We'll keep at it. Fingers crossed. Next one we actually land. But yeah, it felt like a good fish as well. It was certainly pulling back. Had some power. It wasn't a small one, I'll say that. But yeah, wounded. Gonna sit down, chill out, and yeah, gutted. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Can't catch them all, can we? Right, fingers crossed we catch the next one though. So we've got about 30 minutes till it gets dark. Sun setting over there. Doesn't it look glorious? Look at that. It really does look nice. Unfortunately, I've had no more action since that lost fish. Still licking my wounds from that one, but yeah, we can't win them all, can we? And also I've got coots circling around over the top of my solid bag rig as well, so I've got a feeling I'll get a pick up on that soon, and yeah, probably end up having to redo that, but never mind. I think 3 trips ago same thing happened. Retied the solid bag, got it out, and half an hour later it ripped off with a carp. So yeah, I'm not going to moan. It is looking nice out there, and hopefully I can report back soon with a fish, but I'm not going to do any more filming tonight unless one of them rods goes ripping off. Failing that, I'll catch back up with you in the morning. Fingers crossed for a ripper soon. What an absolutely beautiful morning this is. Look at that. Look at the sunrise over there. It's been that nice this morning. I'm filming it on here, doing a time lapse on my camera. But yeah, look at that. I'm sort of hoping once that sun starts beaming across the lake that I will get some action on them rods once it's burnt that mist off and the sun starts warming that water up a little bit. I'm hoping for some action this morning. I never seem to get a run when it's mist rolling off the water or foggy or anything like that. It's always when the day wakes up properly. But yeah, what a lovely morning. Just about 10-15 minutes ago I also had a kingfisher land on that right hand rod there as well, which I've always wanted to witness that, but unfortunately by the time I fumbled about to get the camera to try and take a picture, it spooked off and disappeared and just left the rod tip rattling. So, but it was brilliant to witness, great to see. And hopefully next time I'm a bit more organised and I can actually capture it, get a still of it or get it on film, which would be amazing. Fish wise, I had one bleep on that right hand rod last night about 1:30 in the morning. Just, yeah, liner, and that's it. It's been super quiet. It is proper cold this morning, really cold. I can see my breath as I'm speaking. But yeah, Jesus. Yeah, 2 pair of socks on, hoodie on, beanie hat on. It is proper cold. But it's great to be out. And hopefully we'll come round the trip off with a fish. I'm going to stay till sort of 11-12 o'clock and head home, get my Sunday dinner, spend the rest of the Sunday with the family. But yeah, I'm hoping we can sneak one out before we go. I have managed to catch on here. This is session 5 every single session, but I'm certainly up against it this time with that fish loss yesterday. But it is prime time, so anything can happen. I love a morning bite, that'd be good. But right, I'm going to stick that kettle on, have a turbo coffee, try and wake up and warm up a little bit. Catch you later. Biggest fish today, caught out of the new lake, 22 pounds on the dot. And this one was on the solid bag. Yes. Fish. Battle. What an enjoyable. Look at that. Check that out. Absolute unit. Buzzing with that. 22 on the dot. Come on now. That was on the pink mainline one as well. Oh, a bit of a scar down there, so we'll get that treated. Looks like an old one. Looks like it's been treated before, but check that out. Made up. What a blank saver. We've got about an hour of the trip left as well. Let's get it back. Get that rod back out. See if we can sneak one in the last hour. Well, I'm absolutely out of breath. I'm totally made up with that one. Biggest fish of the trip as well, and I've certainly left it late. I've genuinely got 1 hour left. I was just going to start sort of packing a few bits up. I mean, I've just sort of made a bit of a bit of a start in there. I was just clearing things up, and I thought I'll give it another 5 minutes. I'll slowly start loading things into the van, which is only parked like right there, and yeah, and then just sort of whittle away the last hour. But blown away. What a fish, stunner as well. Biggest fish today. That's 2 trips, 2 consecutive trips. I've had keep getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, solid bag. That was on one of the pink mainline peach and pepper wafters, and the solid bag trick I showed you yesterday. So it certainly paid off. I put that out, and I'll tell you the truth, I just left it. Just let it be. So yeah, wow. What, 24 hours later, it's gone off. Literally one bleep, bobbin and pull tight. I looked at that, I thought, that's got to be a fish. That it's into it. It was solid. Wound down a bit. Oh, and it started taking line. Bzz, 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 bzz. I was like, whoa, bloody hell! And luckily, it was that's the middle rod. I managed to land it in between those 2 rods as well. So yeah, didn't interfere with any other rods. And like last trip, I had a crazy sort of 2 hours. So I have flicked that rod back out there, so there is every opportunity that we could sneak another one. But yeah, if I am brutally honest, who cares? We've had the blank saver, we can pack up, go home happy, and the run continues on the new lake. It's my pal said it's not easy because he's on here, he fishes it occasionally. And yeah, it's certainly been very, very, very kind to me. Fish every session, and say they're slowly getting bigger and bigger. You can tell I'm buzzing with that. But yeah, look at that out there. It's still chilly though. Beanie on, hoodie on. Even got my thermal Fortis wellies on. But yeah, it's just shows you. Once that sun had come out a bit, sort of starting to warm up a little bit, I thought these conditions looked really good, and so I wanted to hang on as late as I could really. But right, stop waffling, Darren. You've had one. Sit down, chill out, calm down, wait till this heart stops beating 10 to the dozen, and I'll get back to you soon with either the intro or another fish. Fingers crossed for one more. Be greedy. So the last minute decision to go fishing certainly paid off handsomely. Lost one, caught one, and caught a really nice one at that. We've got most of the gear packed away, just drying the base of the ground sheet there. Rods are still out, but yeah, it's pretty much it now. I can't see it happening. It never happens last knocking when I've got pretty much everything packed away and all that's left is those rods. I can think of one time where I've had everything on the barra, rods were still out, and I was literally 2 minutes away from reeling one of them in, and I was starting to reel them all in, and one went ripping off. So yeah, it doesn't happen very often, does it? But hey ho, it is what it is. So look at that out there. Beautiful lake, beautiful place. The solid bag tactic certainly paid off handsomely as well, and yeah, I'll be deploying one of them out next session for sure. I'm not sure what's happening next. It's either Old Mill or back here, so I've got to get that last Old Mill session in before the winter tickets come out, and I can't get on there till 1st of March. So yeah, I've got to get one more session in at least. So, but yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping to be out. I'm either out next weekend, failing that the weekend after. So yeah, we're trying to cram a few sessions in till we hit the depths of winter. So right, I'm gonna stop banging on, stop waffling. Thank you very much for watching. Please click some likes, put some comments below. I reply to everybody, and I post all my videos regardless of catching, camping, blanking, they all go up, so shows the reality of carp fishing struggles. But anyway, I'm going to put a subscribe button there. If you could hit that button, it's greatly appreciated. Take care, tight lines, see you on the next one.